So I want to do this video since I'm just on a roll today and my damn head hurts. We're going to just keep it on the roll, people. The question I get asked the most about what I do on YouTube, which majority is hair reviews, is how to get into doing hair reviews. So I'm going to give you some tips that should help you out if you're interested in going down this route, and some do's and some don'ts to not do as a hair reviewer. First, make sure that you are well versed in knowing about origins of hair, the process of hair, and how to install hair. However, if you are a person who only gets wigs done and then you wear them and you review them, it's kind of hard to take your opinion seriously because there's someone else is doing the work and you're wearing it. So you're like a consumer to a certain degree, you know? So be knowledgeable of what you're reviewing. 2, to get into reviewing hair is not very hard. I fell into it because I was doing something else, and because I always kept my own hair done, I started to wear extensions after I stopped wearing my braids. So changing my hairstyle, I decided, okay, I'm just gonna go on extensions to kind of preserve my hair. And then as soon as I did one review, which was my first review ever, was Sheena's Hair Emporium, all of the companies just kind of started to pour in. So that was something that I wasn't used to, and I'm just like, I don't really want to go down this avenue, but it definitely, I've learned a lot doing such. So if this is something that you're into and you really are interested in, make sure that your craft is something that you are very good at. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, they're companies and they want their stuff to sell. And if you are not able to make the product look even better than it is when you receive it, then they're not going to get what they just gave you back. They're probably going to send you $900 worth of hair and they want to make that back tenfold. So even if they don't make that back, then it's like you're not doing a very good job with selling the hair. Okay, that's just the honest thing. You have to make sure that the hair looks great. Ira Glenn would not have sent me all of this hair if I was sitting up here and my hair was a frizzy, scraggly mess, and it was, you know what I'm saying, after all this time, it still looks great. I think that was 2, I don't know, 2 or 3, so 3 or 4. Be very honest, okay? Every single review that I put out, I am 100% honest about how I feel about the hair. If I do not like it, and it is just a troublemaker and it's shitting like a dog, it goes back. I'm not going to waste my time explaining to you guys that the hair just sucks. It's no point. No thank you. If the hair has a couple of hang-ups, has a couple of things that can be improved, a lot of times if you say this in a video, it will light a fire up under the company's butt to kind of fix what is wrong. And sometimes these might be minor tweaks that are wrong, but need to be addressed. Because again, at the end of the day, I can say that my bundles are one thing, but when the consumer receives it and it's not a quality, I still get people telling me like, yo, I brought the same hair that you brought, but it didn't last like that. It didn't look like that. And I'm always an advocate for always get your money back. Never take something or feel like you should have to keep something that you don't want. Now, it's a difference between getting the hair, installing it, putting product in it, and sleeping on it, and then it mats up on you, and then you're mad at the company because that's a personal, you did that, okay? Now, you just, as soon as you get it and you install it, and by the end of the day, it's matted up behind your back, there's nothing that you could have done unless you ran through a rainstorm and put hella conditioner in it that is not conditioning, that you could have done to do that. So I'm always an advocate for get your money back. Even if my hair was great, if I love the hair, if you don't like it, then get your money back. And your audience will appreciate that about you because you're still a person. I'm still a consumer too. You know what I'm saying? I buy things too. So if, Rebecca buy a MacBook and it's great, and then I buy a MacBook and then it keeps turning off on me and it has electrical issues, then that's still not the same difference. She could have got it for free and I paid for mine, so there's an issue here. And again, hair is one of those things that's very finicky. And the reason is because hair comes from different donors. So sometimes a bundle, if you get 4 bundles, it may come from 4 different people. So you may have a problematic bundle, or you may have 3 problematic bundles and 1 good one. It just depends. But this is where the companies have to do product testing and make sure that what they're sending out is the same. You can't quality control my hair because I'm getting it as a reviewer, but then the customers get it and then it's a problem. You know, I've had it out with a lot of companies where I won't, a lot of wig companies especially, that I will not review for anymore because a lot of you guys have came back to me and said, yo, my wig didn't look like yours. It didn't last like yours. It didn't do this. It didn't do that. And I'm like, listen, I can only vouch for myself. And again, you have to make this very known. I can only say how I got my hair. I can't say how yours worked. I can only say it by mine. So I always tell people, make sure you get 3 opinions before you buy anything. Your opinion, my opinion, and someone else's. So if you're looking for hair and I'm your hair guru, I shouldn't be your holy grail, because it may have been someone else that brought the very hair that I have in my head right now and had major issues with it. So again, as a consumer, before you spend your money, make sure that you know what is what. If one person got great and the rest got bad, I wouldn't do it. If it's so-so, I would look into it. If everybody got trash, don't do it. You know, that's how I look at things. When I buy things all the time, and I'll be like, I want to know, you know, what this, you know, but as a hair reviewer, you can only do so much. You can't shield everybody from everything because the company is going to do what they want to do regardless. Now, if they want to fix the problem, great. So the next thing, make sure that whenever you are ever on camera, that your hair is laid to capacity, because nobody wants to ever see you have a bad hair day unless you're vlogging. When you're vlogging, all bets are off. But when you are just reviewing like I'm doing now, or doing a video in reference to hair, I can't really take anybody else's opinion about hair seriously if your hair ain't done. Just saying. When you come on camera, make sure that you're presentable, because again, when you are working with these companies, they are looking towards you because you're giving them a production, okay? Understand that. You are giving them a production. So that means hair, makeup, outfit, backdrop, lights, camera. All of this goes into why they want to work with you or why they do not want to work with you, okay? I started on the floor in front of a couch. I'm no longer there. So as your YouTube channel gets bigger and whatever you're doing, make sure that you start to look around you and make your production value get a bit bigger. You don't always have to do a backdrop. You don't always have to do lights. But when you're representing a company and you're representing yourself and you're showing an actual product, make sure that the product always looks great. It never hurts. You can't sell anything if you can't see it. You can't sell anything if people can't tell how great it is or it isn't, you know? So make sure that you keep that in mind. It is a production, because at the end of the day, people want to see things. All the text we put and all these lights that we have, all of this stuff seems very, you get used to it, because, you know, when I see Malibu Dollface, he's going to have an intro. He's going to, you know, get jiggy with it. You know, you're expecting this, but people don't look at what actually goes into this. It's a lot of work. And a lot of times people get lazy because they want the hair. They get lazy because they just want to get something from this, you know, but they don't want to really put in the work. You have to put in the work to get back a great product. That's why when a lot of people be like, well, all you gurus get free hair. We've worked to get free hair. You know, I don't think people understand. We've worked hard to get to this point where now companies are literally throwing themselves at us and spamming our emails because they want to get in touch with us to figure out how we can help their brand. So remember that being a hair reviewer is more than just looking cute. Being a hair reviewer is more than saying, oh, my hair shedded, it didn't shed. You have to let the people know, well, how long did you have it? Do you wear weaves or do you wear wigs? Did you sleep in this hair? Did you shower in this hair? Did you get beat up in this hair? Like, what did you do in it? You know? So that's why I have a tendency to tell you guys, like, I was out, like this hair, for instance. Let's just take this for example. I've been out since 9:30 this morning. It is currently 12 midnight, okay? And this hair has not been recurled. I probably brushed it once, and it's still kicking, okay? So, you see what I'm saying? Like, okay, so if his hair can withstand that, I plan on going to a party. I'm going to a concert. I want my hair to be laid in my Instagram pictures. I tell them things like that. Like, what have you done in it? If you colored it, what was your experience with it? Even if it's dark color, what was your experience with it? So it just depends. But make sure that you're very informative in what you tell your audience. And because they're going to want to know. If your hair is laid, everybody's going to want the hair. But is it laid and is it great? Or is it laid, is it okay? You know what I'm saying? Is it satisfactory or is it popping? They want to know. So, yeah, it's not a hard thing to get into, but it's a hard thing to continue to do. Because down the line, you're going to get to a point where everybody and their mama wants you to review for their hair. If you're doing a great job, you're going to see it reflected in all of your booking emails. You're going to see that. And there are some people that you just simply have to say no to. There are some people that you just simply can't reply to because, you know, they don't get I can't do it. And it's not because I think I'm better, or it's not because, it's because sometimes, like for me personally, I don't work with smaller companies. And it sounds very rude when I say it like that. But the reason why I don't is because everybody and their mama right now is selling hair. So if a company, I always require the company to have been up for at least 6 months before I take any reviews from it. The reason being is because I don't want no company that's only been out, about to come out, and I do a review for them, and all these people love the hair, they order, and then the company's not there in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It has no track record. It has no history. Because how do I can't refund them people all their money. So that's how you protect yourself. That's how you protect your brand. Be very smart about who you work with. Because every company that's popping doesn't have good hair. Every company that's inexpensive doesn't have good inexpensive hair. Every expensive company doesn't have great hair. So it's up to you. You still, as a person, you still have you have to be very careful with yourself, but the people that you're kind of leaning towards these companies, because that's what I am here. You're the middleman. So you are the reason why these people are saying, well, I loved his hair, I'm going to go buy it from this company. You know? And again, things happen all the time. It's happened to me. It's happened to other people. But these things that I'm telling you, I think will kind of foolproof how to kind of finagle and kind of get through this hair game, because everybody's selling hair. From the weed man down the street to the housewife up the block. Everybody got some virgin Brazilian they trying to give you for half off to free half off. As long as you tell somebody. So, I hope that covered a lot of your questions about being a hair reviewer and how this works and all of that. And I'll do a video like this about being a YouTuber, and I'll kind of go into the lights that I use and the camera that I use and backdrops that I use for those who are interested in investing in our channel, and you kind of want to make something better, and you want to get better, and you want to have a production value that's better. There's nothing wrong with trying to be a better you. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I hope it was very informative. If you have any more questions, make sure you put them down below, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Peace.